make some plaster and just coat that son of a bitch in it.
There's a body cast?
Yeah, big body cast.
And then it would all just drip down. Where would you want, if you stood him upright, if you stood the Lizard King, king usually means male, we'll say he in this case. You stood him up vertical, standing straight up, and all the secretions would drip down to the feet, right? So you just put a hole in both the feet, and you get all those secretions coming out of the feet. Eh? You old noodle.
But,
well,
I guess, no, not the butt. I guess if you wrap him with his arms at his sides, but if you wrapped his arms individually, then you got to cut out.
Oh yeah, you don't want the secretions pulling in the hands.
Yeah, so you got to wrap him with his hands right at his sides. I guess like a mummy. You don't ever wrap a mummy with his arms out.
But they're wrapped individually, right? The arms are.
Are they?
Yeah. How else do you think that he's like,
Oh yeah.
Got all the bandages hanging down. So yeah, you'd have to wrap him up like a big old teardrop.
Yeah.
If you want to get every last drip of that secretion, big teardrop. Put them in a funnel.
You got to maximize your profits.
Exactly. That's what this is about.
Mm-hmm.
Containment breach overview. In more than 70 years of containment, SCP-088 has only roused from its state of hibernation twice.
What?
2 times.
That's too much.
It's too much. It's too many times rousing. Breaching containment with a caustic fluid that dissolves most minerals and metals. Each time, multiple personnel were exposed to a second compound which SCP-088 uses to propagate itself. Whoa, you don't want to propagate yourself out in public.
I think you can catch a charge for that. I'm pretty sure you can go to jail.
Pee Wee Herman did that one time.
That's not what Louis C.K. did, right? That wasn't in public.
Oh, it wasn't in public. Was it?
It wasn't in public. It was in private, but it was unwelcome.
Ooh, no propagation in public. Affected personnel underwent a painful mutation after which they shared the physical characteristics of SCP-088. That's no good. See, it's what happens when you propagate in public. Don't be doing that. Those few who received a large dosage of the compound administered directly via mouth-to-mouth contact. Excuse me, what? This is the wrong kind of CPR. Hold up.
So it's PDA.
It's way too much. PDA. Those few who received a large dosage of the compound administered directly via mouth-to-mouth. So he attacked him and just started French kissing him? What's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds to me like, I don't know, it sounds like sexual assault. He just walked up to people and just started making out with them.
That's what he's doing. They were changed the fastest and subsequently sacrificed themselves to protect SCP-088 from harm. Oh, so he made them their bitches.
So he's like a vampire.
But via mouth to mouth.
Mm-hmm.
They start making out. People start propagating in public. It's bad news.
We're like, Dracula gets you in your neck.
Yeah.
This gets you right on the mouth.
Right on the mouth. There's no stopping at that. SCP-088 has also demonstrated the ability to produce potent neurotoxins in liquid and gaseous form to combat containment personnel. So, well, hold on. He just
farts.
Yep, that's what he's doing. He's crop dusting. He's coming out. He's attacking the personnel and just crop dusting his way out, baby. Containment during the second breach was re-achieved by isolating SCP-088 and affected personnel in the facility and lowering the temperature. Making them cold. Good night.
Just froze them.
Like a lizard. So if you start freezing cold-blooded creatures, they slow down and start going into hibernation.
Mm-hmm.
Affected personnel built a pedestal from discarded equipment upon which SCP-088 took a recumbent position before slipping back into hibernation. Recumbent, like a recumbent bike. He's just like, ooh, man, it's getting...
Just kick back, relaxed. His feet were outstretched, like... like he was on a lawn chair. Like the old school lawn chairs.
Yeah. Ooh, somebody get me a Mai Tai.
He has that like little what is that, like reflective shade under his chin?
Yeah. He's getting a little tan while he's down there. The mutated personnel were neutralized at this point